Today's video is brought to you by ablmerch.com. Use promo code 1776 to get 20% off your next order. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about this viral video that many of you have sent me of a lady out there in Los Angeles County, California, who hurled a bunch of racial insults at a police officer. Now, she identified him as quote-unquote Mexican. I'm not sure if he is or if he isn't, but I'll just say he is for this video. Some kind of Hispanic. Now, from what I was able to see, she appears to be black. Now, I'm not really sure if I'm right or wrong about that, but if she is black and he is Hispanic, then why was the white man brought up? There's a lot I want to say here, but before I go any further, let's get into the body-worn camera footage. In this footage, you're going to see how the white man gets brought up, all the racial slurs and all kind of stuff that she hurled at the officer. After we get done with that, I'll talk about what was said and done there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents, my deep, detailed analysis, and then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Yes, you are, ma'am. Good morning.
And the speed limit is 40, and I was going 38, so why are you harassing me?
You are correct. I pulled you over because
you're a murderer.
Because
yes, I started to record because you're a murderer.
You can't be on your cell phone while you're driving.
I wasn't on my phone. I was recording you because you scared me.
You can't use your cell phone while you're recording.
I can record you.
May I have your driver's license?
It's at my apartment.
What's your apartment?
It's at my home. I'm just taking my son to his
Do you have your driver's license?
I mistakenly left it at home.
Do you have a picture of your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
May I have it?
And can you call your supervisor, please?
I already did. He's on his way.
Good, because you're a murderer.
Okay.
And so you're giving me a cell phone ticket? Is that why you're harassing me?
Not harassment. Yeah. I am enforcing the law.
I have a right to record the police when they're harassing me.
By all means, but you can't do it while you're driving.
I wasn't texting or none of that.
Do you have that picture?
You scared me and made me think you were going to murder me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Well, that's not just a feeling. You're a murderer.
Okay. Can you zoom in on that for me,
Sure.
Jay? Thank you.
And I'm perfectly legal, and I'm a teacher. So there.
Congratulations.
Murderer. You're a murderer.
What's your last name? I can't see that there.
Well, here you
stop,
go,
Stop
murderer.
shaking. Zoom in on that for me,
No,
ma'am.
because you're scaring me. You're threatening to kill me and my son. Can you give me
the well,
iPad,
I'll tell you what, you keep smiling. You're on camera.
You're trying to threaten to kill me.
I didn't say that.
I'm not smiling. You're the one who's crazy.
Hold that still. I can't see that. Is this your car?
Yes, it is. And you're trying to say I stole my own car because you're jealous?
Yeah,
Is that what
I don't
that's
think
about?
so. You wait for me right here, okay?
You're jealous?
Citation. All you need to do is your signature. He's only citing you for using your cell phone while you're driving. That's it.
Here you go, ma'am. Sign inside the red box right there.
For him being a Mexican racist. What is that name? Gasso?
It's on the citation, ma'am.
Here you go, Mexican racist. You're always going to be a Mexican. You'll never be white. You know that, right? You'll never be white, which is what you really want to be.
There you
want
go,
to be
dear.
White.
Have a good day.
You want to be white so bad.
All right, you saw that, you heard that. Now, that was crazy. Lady, what was all that about, really? It's a simple traffic stop. You on your cell phone, you playing Candy Crush, Brick Breaker, you on FaceTime, scrolling Instagram, Facebook, talking to your grandkids, all this, that, and the third, going on somebody's wall, talking about, I'm stunting on my haters. You doing all that kind of stuff while you driving. You can't do that, all right? Somebody may say, hey, ABL, she was on the cell phone while driving. That's a ticky-tack thing. Why pull her over? Well, why is it a law? Okay, it's law. You can't be on your phone while you're driving, number one. And number two, there are plenty of deaths that have been caused by distracted driving. I think the data I have says like 3,500, almost 4,000 in 2019. Compare that to about 10,000 drunk driving. I mean, you still got two pretty big numbers. Drunk driving is much more common, unfortunately, than texting while driving, if I'm not mistaken. But texting while driving is more dangerous. There's been plenty of deaths, accidents. So you're getting pulled for being on your cell phone while you're driving. It's not a big deal. All you really got to do is say, okay, here's my license, which you didn't have anyway. You had it at your apartment. Why would you leave that? You need that anywhere you go. I guess She's somebody that would say that requiring ID to vote is racist, but that's a different story. I digress. Registration, license, give it up. Okay, here's your warning or your citation, pay a little $75 ticket and be on your way. That's it. Simple. Why make it into such a big production, ma'am? Talking about he's a murderer. A murderer? What do you mean? You're being pulled over. There's zero aggression. There's no static energy. There's nothing. It's all calm, cool, and collected. And shout out to the officer. He did a great job. We're talking about professional. I mean, next to the word professional should be his face right there. You're a murderer. Okay, ma'am. All right. Thank you. I mean, I'm talking about deadpan, no emotion, just nice as nice could be. I'm talking about nice like your Southern Meemaw fixing you some biscuits on a hot summer morning. You understand what I'm saying? Super, super nice. I think out there in LA, they gave him like I don't know what they call it, but they acknowledged him, said that he did an excellent job. He was very professional, and he was. He most certainly was. And shout out to him for having the foresight to have his own body camera. I think that was not a department issued camera. That was his own personal camera that he had for himself. So shout out to them for that. You guys know, if you watch me, that I am not a supporter of police reform. I think we need family reform. We need crazy kids reform. We need gangbanger reform. We need that kind of stuff going on. Mama and daddy reform. But one thing I would say you could do across the nation is allow everyone to have a body camera. Every officer to have a body camera. Okay? If we need some kind of money from the federal government, what we can do is we can cut off these unemployment checks that encourage unemployment and encourage business to go out of business because they can't afford to stay in business because they can't staff. Get rid of those extra unemployment checks and divert that money to everybody to have body-worn camera. And quite frankly, I think that the body cameras would exonerate more officers than they would ever indict. Because if you got a camera on you, first of all, you're less likely to do crazy stuff. First of all. Second of all, the people that are on camera are going to have a hard time trying to say, oh, he did this and he did that and X, Y, and Z. No, it's right there on camera. I was so nice to you. I mean, I could have been your grandma when you were born out the hospital, right? I'm talking about Goo Goo Gaga baby. I'm that nice to you. I gave you the kid glove, white glove treatment throughout the entire process. Racial slurs, all kind of stuff. It's all right. You want to say, I want to be white, all this and that? It's okay. It's fine. You look like the bad person here. And by the way, the lady has a history of filing false complaints against the police. And what did she do after this one? Filed a complaint against the police talking about a harassment. This lady has a bunch of issues. So this will get thrown out real quick. There will be no complaint here. And I got to say this right quick because I heard this a lot, just being conservative and being black. I get this all the time. This whole thing about, oh, you want to be white? She said the exact same thing. Oh, you want to be white so bad. First of all, why are you bringing the white man up? Like I was saying earlier, how did the white man get brought up? You're black, apparently. He is Hispanic, apparently. There's no white man here. Why are you bringing them up? You got white man on the brain disease. Focus on the road. Keep your eyes on the road rather than on TikTok and stuff like that. You're probably about 30, 40 years old. You're an English teacher at a college or a high school somewhere. Focus on getting to your kids, grading some papers rather than trying to attack this officer with some verbal insults. What are you even doing? I think some of that could just be her masking her fear as some kind of bravado. Like, yeah, I'm going to stick it to the man, but really I'm afraid. She said it in the thing talking about, well, I'm scared. What are you scared of? You know, people talk about it all the time. They say they get pulled by officers and they get scared. They start to get nervous. I'm like, why are you scared for? You don't got no dope in the car, do you? You don't have no illegal aliens in the back seat. You don't have about 13 illegal aliens in your trunk, do you? So what are you nervous for? You have no stolen goods, no human trafficking, no cocaine, no pills, no guns. Why are you nervous? You're a regular law-abiding citizen. You're a normie, just driving. You happen to be on your phone playing, I don't know, chess or checkers, whatever you're doing. Just take your little ticket or your warning and go on your way. Just be a regular person. Stop being weird and stop being ridiculous. Stop trying to, insult people. Just be a regular person. Hey, you know what? It's the golden rule. Treat others the way that you would like to be treated. How about that? But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Did the lady in the video overreact? I mean, what's all that about? Oh, you're a murderer. Really? Over a cell phone violation? All you're going to get is a small citation, maybe even a warning, and that's it. That's all. It won't be any aggression. It won't be any violence. It's not going to get weird. You're making it weird. And I blame her, obviously. This is a grown woman. You're doing it. Take accountability. But I also blame the media for drumming this fear up. She probably was already like that anyway because she has a history of filing false complaints against the police. So that's one thing. But I think the media don't help at all when they keep talking about black folks. You get killed by police, shot by police, and they have no chance with the police, and they're racist and all this and that. And the third, it builds the fear up. So when you get pulled over, you're already on edge because you're scared. Okay, stop being scared. Really, your chances of something bad happening in a traffic stop to you as a civilian are so low, it's not worth worrying about. You might as well just stay up at night worrying about some lightning striking your house and coming through your bedroom window. It's about the same kind of chance of you getting shot by the police. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, just be normal. Just be normal and you'll be all right. To the lady that was out there, you were not normal. You were being weird. That's why things just didn't even go bad. It just ended bad for her because now she's embarrassed. People say they want body cameras, but do they want them really? It'd be great for the cops more often than not, like 99.99999% of the time. But for the civilians, I mean, you might be in a panic state. You might be drunk, might be high. It could be anything going on. Do you want that captured for possibly the whole world to see? Hey, if you want police reform, you got to understand what is going to come with it. So shout out to the officer and shout out to all the officers. I got the flag right here. That's why I fly every day. Police and fire, I support you guys. You guys are truly unsung heroes in the good old US of A. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.